Folks, the shit has hit the fan because now we have mining colonies on the moon. Cue the music. Hey, this is Manny Moonraker, and this is UFO report number 39. I welcome you to this episode. And I mentioned in the pre-roll that we now have mining colonies on the moon. Or really only one was found. Let's not get it twisted. The discovery was made by a rubber digger. But we'll get to that for the second story. But the first story, which in a way I can't believe this is news, and I can't believe this made it into YouTube as a thing. But it's fascinating, it's interesting, it's something that I kind of like. I like the pictures that they showed for this particular article, because it's something different. It's not the same old nonsense, the same old ridiculous craziness. This is a little different, and you might have seen this somewhere already. The title of this article is Inside Abandoned UFO Village, where families lived in spaceships before flying saucer cabins were left to rot. The article itself is on the mirror.uk under Weird News. The only thing weird about this is the shape of these homes. So apparently back in the 60s, there was a development of these UFO-shaped homes, which were really meant to be ski chalets. The cool thing about these chalets is that they were meant to be portable, which kind of explains their shape. These are oval-shaped, disc-shaped homes which sit on stilts. Makes them easy to transport them because you just take them off those stilts. The name of the community was Futuro, and the village was in the Wanli district in Taiwan. And this was back in the 60s, so right now these homes are dilapidated, they're falling apart, they're crumbling, the windows are cracked, everything's muddy. However, an intrepid individual, which his accent sounds like he was from the UK, decided to go inside of these dilapidated UFOs and take a tour. He took a video camera with him. I've got the link in the description to the article so you can actually see the video. The pictures are cool, but the video is fascinating because when you look at the inside of these homes, they're pretty cool. And I'm surprised that no one's either rehabbing these things or came up with a more useful design for modern people today, 2017. The story behind why these were abandoned is apparently oil prices has soared so much that the homes were no longer affordable, and so the people that lived in them moved out. I guess no one purchased the homes after that because they just couldn't afford it. And there they sat. I guess the folks in Taiwan really are not that creative because, if that shit was here, you'd have a bunch of home and garden shows having a bunch of people in there trying to, rehab these homes and sell them to somebody else. I think it's a nice looking place. I'm just dumbfounded. But don't get sucked up by the rubber dickers out there who are making it seem to clickbait you that these are some kind of a occult UFO family thing that happened back in the day, and everybody got abducted, probed, and sent to another planet, and that's why these things are empty. I swear that some of the stuff that I've seen on this particular news item is out of this world. So don't get sucked up by this nonsense. The clip is in the description for the article. I myself, I think they're cool. I wouldn't mind living in one of those. It's just it's in the wrong country, if you know what I mean. But they're cool.
Coming to you from the hills of Texas right here, UFO Buster Radio is now on the air. You can visit Manny and Big O at UFOBusterRadio.com. That's right, this is Bubba Doohickey saying, boys, squeal like a pig. Oink, oink, oink.
Alright, so the next article comes from one of our least favorite rubber dickers. He's kind of been quiet for a while, you know. Old Security Team 10 and everybody else has been taking up all the news media. But finally, one of our old rubber dickers is back in the news. And he actually made it to Fox News. And this is why I was attracted to this to begin with. I said, you know, Fox News, they're going to give us the real deal. Not a bunch of shit like some of these other publications. But no, I got probed on this one. So I'm passing it on to you. So get ready. You're going to have to take it with or without the petroleum. So here it is. The acclaimed UFO hunter, Streetcap 1, which on UFO Buster Radio, we do refer to him as Streetcap 1. So the rest of the video, that's what it'll be. Streetcap 1 apparently took out his telescope and started to film the moon. And he came across a mining complex on the lunar surface. Now, being the intrepid individual, the ever consummate researcher, he decided to put this on video on YouTube. The article makes note that at the time they published it, he had 5,000 views. And they even published some of the comments. Some of the comments of people saying that it was a good find. The video itself is 1 minute and 47 seconds. And I kid you not. When you look at this, I'm going to invite you guys to take a moment to look at this craziness. It looks like Streetcap ran out of things to video. He zoomed in on his ass and was filming the dimples on it from all the cellulite he has probably cultivated from trying to put all these videos together. There is no colony for mining on this particular video. The worst part is his enthusiasm. How proud of himself he is for finding these buildings. I mean, this goes past pareidolia. This isn't even pareidolia. This is straight up, he was smoking something and added a little bit too much of the good stuff. And I can't even explain it, how bad this is. So that's why I've got the link in there. And yes, I'm going to promote some views for this. Because there's just no way that we can fall for something like this. How can this have 5,000 views of cellulite, of grayscaled cellulite? I'm sorry. We really need to refocus our efforts and, you know, what can you do? Streetcap 1, he pulled a fast one again, and people are eating it up. And somehow this nonsense, it ended up on Fox News. The video is the probe, Fox News inserted it, and there you go. We got duped again. So listen, I thank you guys for listening. I want to remind you, as always, UFO Buster Radio will survive as long as you, the listener, keeps sharing, liking, and letting people know that we are here and we're not all about the rubber dicking as other sites are or other programs. So you can find us on social media, on Twitter at UFO Buster Radio, Instagram at Manny Moonraker, and the 2 Facebook pages, Manny Moonraker and UFO Buster Radio. And lastly, but not least, don't forget to join our group, the UBR Truth Seekers group on Facebook. That's where we're planning stuff. That's where we are getting things together. And I actually received an email for the first person to be on the list to receive the Stephen Greer book, Unacknowledged, once Billy has completed his research. And Zachariah, you are next on the list. We'll have the book to you as soon as we get it back. I'm excited that this is getting out there. And I think this really could be a thing for us. You know what I mean? Why spend your money on buying these books when we can share it? It'll be like a library situation, a UFO Buster Radio library. So the book's checked out now. We'll get back to you. Lastly, I continue to receive messages about the recent guilty verdict of Stan Romanek. There is a lot of individuals out there who firmly believe that the pornography, the kiddie porn, was actually placed on his memory stick. They believe that the government or some secret agency got to his memory stick and put the child pornography in there just to shut him up. We all have to look at this topic through our own perspective. However, for one to assume that Stan Romanek was a victim of a government conspiracy or a secret government conspiracy, you would have to think that he had captured information or held information that was damning to those particular entities. With that said, I mean, when you look at the videos he had and you looked at the collection of videos, the Boo video, the little old alien peekaboo video, there isn't a single thing in there that looked real. It all looked like CGI. It was all crafted. And outside of some videos of UFOs just flying in the air prior to his peekaboo video, where is the evidence? Where is the information that is so substantial that it would cause a government agency to plant kiddie porn on a memory stick? I personally am not buying it, and there's a lot of people out there that don't buy it either. Is there a possibility that this happened? Sure, but you'd have to be someone that has something solid, something real, something tangible. We don't have anything with Stan Romanek, not that I've seen, but if anybody out there wants to point out real credible evidence that Stan Romanek had, that someone would go out of their way to plant this type of nonsense on him in order to keep it from reaching the public, I'm open to it. Absolutely, provided. Send me a link. Send me something. But I have a feeling that a lot of the people that support Stan Romanek may also believe the stuff that Streetcap 1 is publishing. What does that say about ufology? That'll be it for this episode. I thank you guys for listening as always. Until next time.